Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on there, and welcome to Spotify. This is my first podcast episode. I'm so excited. I love making content, and I think this is like a really easy way of me putting out content without having to edit. Um, yeah, I mean, I never thought I would be the type of person to have a podcast, but I was just like walking around the park ranting to myself in my head, and I was like, this would be a great podcast idea. I don't know if anyone is interested, but it's just a bit fun, and these are always hobbies for me. So I was actually looking back at my YouTube channel the other day, and I have been posting content since 2015. A lot of the videos are privated, but I have been posting content for that long. Obviously, I have not been consistent at all, and I'm hoping this podcast will help with that. My aim is to put out a podcast episode every second week, and the other week will be a normal YouTube video, like a vlog of some sort. But I thought I'd just go over what this podcast is sort of going to include, what I'm going to be talking about, and hopefully, like, what type of guests we'll get on. So nowadays, every single person on earth has a fitness Instagram account if you've been to the gym once. I mean, I started mine when I had been to the gym like twice. I was like, yeah, this is a great time to start a fitness Instagram. Everyone has one. And that can be a great thing. You can build such a good community of people on Instagram. But then again, it also means there's a lot of misinformation on the internet surrounding fitness, and just like some of the stuff fitness influencers post is a little bit problematic. So that's basically what this podcast is going to be going over. I'd love to get a few guests on, like people that I follow, like smaller content creators. I'm pretty sure the name influencer everyone hates, but like just people that I follow, hopefully people that I look up to. If we get to a point where people are interested in coming on, but probably to start off with, we'll be like friends and stuff. But yeah, and just have a little chat about Instagram and its integration with the fitness community. I'd love to get a few PTs on because I know a lot of PTs don't like fitness influencers, which in some cases can be completely justified. But I think we need to talk about the positives of being like having a fitness influencer community as well. That it is a really good community driven like space on Instagram. Like I love seeing other girls absolutely kill it in the gym, and it motivates me. So yeah, so we'll just be talking about the problems and the positives of the fitness influencing community, content creators, and just the fact that everyone has a fitness account nowadays. I would also love to talk about like how to grow your fitness account. If you is that what you're looking to do? If you're a PT and you want to build your account up to get more recognition, I think that would be really interesting. But I am no expert on that. I literally have just hit 3,000 followers, so I'm no expert on growing an account. But I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that I can get on as guests if that is what people are interested in. If you have any topics or any icks or like problems you have with like fitness influencers, comment them below. Send me a DM on Instagram. Anything. My Instagram is at Chelsea Walsh Fitness _. I have a personal account as well, but we're going to be focusing on the fitness side of stuff. So the name does need work. I'm not quite happy with the name Fitness and Followers, but we'll stick with it for now. If anyone has any good name ideas, go onto my recent Instagram post, so the post that was posted on the 21st of February promoting this podcast, and comment a name idea below. I've told you what it's about. If you come up with a name that I end up using, then I will give you a £30 gift card to an activewear site that you want. So like Gymshark or Alphalete, if I can get it. That's coming out of my own money. So, but if anyone has any ideas, let me know. So the first topic I wanted to talk about is just like a little bit of background about me. and my fitness journey because I am quite new to it all. Um, so I've been a competitive Highland dancer since I was 3 years old. Um, yeah, I started competing when I was like probably like 4 or 5, 6, maybe a little bit old. Yeah, about around. I think you have to be 5 to compete, but I started dancing when I was 3, and I guess that's where I got into fitness because you have to do a lot of conditioning and that type of stuff. And I quit when I was 18 to come to university, but I was aiming on continuing while I was at university. That's why I came to uni in Scotland. But then I got injured and sort of uni life took over and I fell out of love with it, honestly. I will always be part of the Highland community. Like I'd love to like run conditioning classes and teach people more about the fitness side and what you should be doing to improve your dancing once I get a qualification in personal training and that type of stuff. But I like I just don't want to compete anymore. I think I'm too old for it. Um, so I fell out of love with fitness. I used to weightlift when I was like 16, 17, but I was doing everything wrong. That's the great thing about nowadays. There is so much information online. Um, and then I came to uni. I tried to go to the uni gym, but honestly, I hate it so much. Like, it gives me so much gym anxiety with the way it's set up. So I just didn't go because I'd already paid for that gym membership and hated it. So I didn't want to pay for another one. So yeah, I just stopped fitness. I did like cheer. And then I got back into it I got back into it at the beginning of lockdown, the first lockdown, which was like a year ago now. When are we going to be allowed out? Um, I first started with Shreddy, which is like an app that like a fitness app. And I did one of the challenge. I did two of the challenges actually, but that sort of got me back into it. And then when gyms opened, I went hard. I was lifting heavy, and I loved it so much. I've absolutely fallen head over heels in love with fitness and lifting heavy. Cardio ain't my thing. Um, but now I have a coach and I am starting on my first bodybuilding journey. And I'm going to do a long improvement season, save up for my first competition. So I know I'm in like a position financially to fund it and also a position muscularly, that's not a word, to fund it. Like I have enough muscle to be competitive. So that is the aim. But I have a coach at the moment, which is really exciting and really fun. And it gives me some accountability even when gyms are shut, which hopefully they'll be open soon. So hopefully that's like a little bit of background. I think Shreddy is such a great app. It's really great for beginning your fitness journey if you don't know where to start because they have so many plans. They have gym plans, but I would say you do need to eventually graduate from the app. Like you do need to eventually teach yourself what exercises are the best and maybe have a more intense workout plan. I think it's a good beginner plan. So, that's like a little bit about me. And now I want to start talking about our first topic. So the first topic I want to talk about is what I eat in a day. An influencer special. Everyone does what I eat in a day. I see at least one a day. And I don't have a problem with them. I don't have a big problem with them. I have a little problem with them. So I think it's great sharing food, recipe ideas. That's really useful, especially healthy recipe ideas. So like you can make like fake pizzas and stuff that are healthy. I think that's great. Sharing recipes, healthy recipes, and even just sharing your food and showing that you do eat a chocolate bar. And there are no good or bad foods. That is great. The problem I have with them is people sharing their calories. Calories are a very personal thing. So the other day when I did my check-in, my coach was like, up your calories a little bit because you've lost a little bit of weight. But whereas someone else eating my calories that has a different metabolism or just like a different body in general, they might be putting on too much weight with these calories or like losing weight with these calories. It's a very personal thing. And I think you shouldn't follow anyone's calories. Like it's a very personal thing. And I think it's more like a younger audience that can get stuck in a position where it's like, oh my gosh, I keep using the word like, it's more a younger audience that can get stuck in the position. Because I know I probably would have done this if I wasn't such a fussy eater. Um, that you can be like, oh, my influencer's eating this. If I eat this, then I'll look like her. Or if I eat this, then I'll lose weight. But you don't know your body is going to be different to hers. So every like what I eat in a day, take with a pinch of salt. Just take maybe the recipe ideas, and maybe influencers should stop sharing their calories online because it's not useful for anyone. Like it shouldn't be useful for anyone, especially like people that are doing bodybuilding where you're trying to get so lean and that's not sustainable, but you're doing it for a specific goal. It's not sustainable, but then someone could take it, well, I want to look like her, so I'm going to go that far. But then yeah, it just causes so many issues, and I don't think it's a good thing to be putting online. Also, most people aren't nutritionists. Their food might not actually be as good as you think, and yeah, so I don't think it's necessary. I think you can share your food for the day, but maybe not put exact measurements and stuff or exact calories in it, just so people can see what you're eating. Because I love that content, but people aren't influenced to follow your exact calories because as an influencer, you do have a responsibility to put out good information. Or at least put a little disclaimer on it saying, please don't eat what I eat. I know there's some people that do that, which is good, but why just not include it? Like, like it's not that necessary to include exactly what you're eating. Like, I feel free to put clickbait titles like "What I eat in a day, 3,000 plus calories," but not put the exact one. I get that gets more clicks. Um, but yeah, I think that's like an interesting topic to discuss whether we should be putting that information online. But yeah, I don't, mm, I don't know. I don't know why. It's really hard without editing. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so stressed. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next topic, which is a positive one. This isn't gonna be all negative and all me ranting about influencers and how much I hate them, because I don't hate them. I would say I actually really love influencers. I just think we need to take more responsibility. But also as a user, you need to take responsibility. It's your feed, you choose to follow them. You can choose to unfollow them if they are not having a positive influence on your life. Your feed is personal. You can click that unfollow button. Obviously Instagram has that weird suggested post thing now. I don't know. But you're less likely to see people that you don't support if you click the unfollow button, if they're not like giving you a positive influence. But I will say influencers do have some positive influence. Like they're inspirational. That's why people follow them. It's for inspiration. And that's why there's tags called like workout motivation. And there are even problematic influencers that obviously clearly are inspiring people. And I think that is a great thing about it. Like I started my fitness journey being inspired by Whitney Simmons and Grace Beverly. They're two influencers I've followed for like a while, and they have a really good outlook on fitness. They do encourage girls to lift heavy. I think we would have still been stuck in that position where girls would be scared to lift heavy if we didn't have influencers like them. And like influencers that were saying lift heavy and you'll get a big bum. Like, I don't think the fitness like community would be where it was today without Instagram. I don't think it would be as mainstream to lift heavy, and also just like there's so much information on form and stuff. Not that might be part of the issue as well as people without qualification sharing, but like as long as you're choosing people that aren't qualified or do know what they're talking about and backing up your your posts with evidence, then I think it's a really positive place. I also think it's a really positive place because people like Whitney Simmons, they're not even always talking about getting in shape and looking your best, especially nowadays. I know she used to, but nowadays she's talking more about wellness and mental health and the like positivity that fitness and working out can bring to your life. And I think that's really important. There's also, I know there's the Beyond app that everyone's really into at the moment, and it gives you like little challenges by Megan Grubb, I think her name is. And I've seen some girls do those challenges, and the challenges are great. Like, I think wellness is alongside fitness, and as long as they're trying to push that positive word that fitness is a great thing to include in your life and your life is going to be improved by it, it shouldn't necessarily be taken over by it. um, then I think that's a really good message that they share. I did want to share an influencer. I don't know if I call her, I don't know if she'd want to be called an influencer. A PT who shares no BS content, especially on TikTok. But she's also just really inspirational. She had an eating disorder and is now a bodybuilder. So I think her page is so good. It is Sabrina, whatever that is, lifts. Sabrina Lina dot lifts. I just realized I showed the camera and then wasn't gonna say it out loud, and this is a podcast. I need to get used to that. But yeah, she just shares such good information, and she's clearly a PT. And I know even some PTs share bad information. I just think as a consumer of that information, it is your job to go check that the information is good. Don't take your favorite influencer's words as face value. Like, even qualified people get stuff wrong nowadays, especially in like the fitness community where some stuff isn't completely known. Because I know Brent Contreras, the glute guy, he did a video on booty bands and said in it, there is no, like, no one has done a study on whether these are actually helping grow glutes, but he likes to tick all the boxes, so it's not a bad thing to do. And I think that's what we also need to understand about fitness, is that not everything has been figured out yet. We don't know everything. The studies are really hard to run, and especially they're really hard to back up. Like, you need to have multiple studies. It depends on the lifter's experience. There's so many factors because everyone's body is different. And yeah, I think that's a really interesting topic to go into more detail with. Um, I have quite a few topics to talk about. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on Spotify if I manage to figure out how to put it on Spotify. I'm getting hungry. I don't know if you can hear my stomach rumbling. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. If anyone wants to come on the podcast, DM me on Instagram and maybe we can sort that out. But yeah, I'm so excited, and this is just the beginning, and just the introduction, and hopefully we will have very exciting episodes coming soon.